I would like to thank you for the invitation to President Prabowo Subianto.
Selalu Menteri Luar Negeri. Ini, Bapak sekalian, kalau kita tidak aktif di dunia internasional, itu seperti begini. Kita warga kampung, ukuran kampungnya nomor 4 terbesar, ukuran rumahnya nomor 4 terbesar di RT itu. Tapi kalau rapat kampung, kita tidak pernah datang. Cuman kita bayar iuran jalan terus. Bikin rame juga tidak.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Pak Sutanto, Ibu Santi, and all distinguished speakers, participants of the MMA Impact Indonesia, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor and privilege for me to be invited into this forum. I told Bu Santi last night that I served Jakarta for 5 years, but didn't get a chance to join this event. But after I'm done, I get invited to join this event. So, I thank you for the invitations, and it's better late than never. And the subject is something of importance to all of us. But for me, it's also a very unique subject. We're talking about marketing. And this year, believe it or not, I dove into an endeavor of marketing for the whole year. For the whole year of campaigning, that was, in a way, it's about marketing. So I was actually planning on sharing some of our experience and how it may relate to what you're doing. Slides has been prepared, and we thought about it, but then the discussion last night changed my mind. I thought I better talk about something more macro. But if I may, I'll show you that we actually had prepared the slides, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to send it to Bu Santi, and hopefully Bu Santi then share to all participants. But for me, I will be talking about something else this morning. Just a minute. I hope we can get connected here. Just a minute. So this is what we had prepared. Oh, just a minute. It's always a challenge about the compatibility. Are you able to project it into the screen? Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm sort of reviewing our experience and what are the takeaways from those experience. But I'm not going to talk about it today. I'm going to share it with you. So hopefully I can share double. On the one hand, I share my experience. On the other hand, I'll share some of my view about the future of this industry and perhaps of the community, especially the young community. Okay. Nanti Bu Santi, I keep switching, Bu Santi. Bu Santi, I'll share with you these slides. Now, what I will be talking about, I don't have the slide with me because it's not something that I prepared previously. But what I'm going to discuss today is about, hold on just a minute. This is what happened when your previous job is a university lecturer. You tend to operate everything yourself, right? Now, what I'd like to share is about where we are, Indonesia, and the transformation that the world is undergoing and how it impacted us and how digital economy is also impacting us. So Indonesia stands at a critical juncture in its digital journey. Our digital transformations here in the country is not just an option, it is an imperative for our nation's progress and prosperity. We know, as it was mentioned earlier, the internet users of Indonesia by 2022 was about 204 million. It represented about 74% of our populations. And we have a robust foundation for digital growth. The digital economy itself is projected to be our next engine of economic growth, with the potentials to reach $146 billion by 2025. However, this transformation will not only touch one or two sectors. It will touch every sectors from e-commerce to fintech to healthcare to education. And as we navigate this digital horizon, we must ensure that our transformations is one, inclusive, two, sustainable, three, align with our cultural values. I'll explore those three aspects. We all have witnessed that our economy, with all the plus and minus, can be considered as resilience. And our GDP growth is projected to reach 5.3 in 2024 this year. And hopefully this growth continue in the years to come. What I'd like to discuss here is this. Despite global economic challenges, Indonesia's economy remains stable. Our economic resilience is not only about numbers, but it shows our strength, our adaptability of one, the people, the business community, the institutions. And
Halo teman-teman, berjumpa bersama saya di Politik Dangi. Teman-teman, kalau kita melihat bagaimana bahasa Inggrisnya Menteri Luar Negeri Sugiono, ini sangat memprihatinkan ya. Katanya sih beliau ini lancar beberapa bahasa, teman-teman. Tapi kalau kita lihat isi pidatonya, kemudian public speakingnya, ini sangat kocak ya, sangat tidak lancar. Berbeda dengan Anies Baswedan yang selalu mereka serang ya oleh buzzer-buzzernya. Anies Baswedan yang lebih cocok jadi presiden, jadi menteri, apalagi menteri luar negeri. Beliau selalu perhatian terhadap isu-isu internasional. Kalau kita lihat bagaimana pidato Anies kemarin ya di Gerakan Rakyat, Anies menyoroti salah satunya adalah Menteri Luar Negeri ini ya lebih fokus mengurus dalam negeri ketimbang di luar, teman-teman. Inilah yang buat Anies geram, inilah yang buat Anies itu harus berpikir kritis ya, apalagi pemerintah Indonesia saat ini kalau kita melihat itu sangat-sangat kacau, teman-teman. Harus ada penyeimbang, harus ada oposisi ya. Mayoritas semua partai itu mendukung pemerintah. Jadi untuk mengkritik itu sepertinya hampir tidak ada ya. Maka Anies lah salah satu orang yang benar-benar konsisten menjadi pengkritik pemerintah ya. Supaya apa? Supaya ada check and balance, teman-teman ya. Supaya ada penyeimbang jika pemerintah itu berpikir bahwa untuk rakyat ya. Bagaimana menurut kalian ya kalau misalnya Anies Baswedan ini sebenarnya lebih cocok jadi menteri luar negeri ya. Karena Pak Anies sangat-sangat cocok ya tentang isu-isu nasional bahkan internasional. Beliau juga sering keluar negeri, dapat penghargaan, hadir di forum-forum internasional walaupun beliau bukan pejabat publik. Itu adalah modal yang besar, itulah modal yang luar biasa, teman-teman. Dan kalau kita melihat isi pidato dari Pak Anies kemarin itu sangat hebat, sangat luar biasa, ya sangat-sangat makjos, teman-teman. Bagaimana menurut kalian? Kita diskusi di kolom komentar ya. Sampai jumpa lagi, teman-teman. Salam.